Hey guys, how's it going? Skipper here, and today we're going to be talking about something else. Now, before I explain why in Felicity's name did I put this up and what the heck is going on outside, that I have to tell you a little announcement. Currently I am making a YouTube account, and I'll put my picture up at the end of the video. But what's going on is I've already watched most of My Little Pony, and I think I'm on the end of season 6 or the beginning of season 7. I can't remember. But here's what's going to be happening. I will personally tell you what I'm going to be doing at the end of the video. And also, I am thinking of setting up my profile as a different name. And I've already, I think I've told you on a YouTube video, another YouTube video of mine, that I've told you what it is. Now, the name of the character is obviously the Roaring Explained, but he's a professor, but I'm not going to tell you the name of it right now. But right now, we are going to start the video, and guess who we're learning about? We are learning about the Lord of Chaos, Discord. Not much to know about Discord. But we do know that he's a bit weird and chaotic, hence his name, Discord. He is the Lord of Chaos, as I mentioned, but he does have a very peculiar way of pranks, I would say, and a peculiar way of games, which I will explain. In the maze of, I think, episode 25, 30, something like that, maybe, I think it was in season 1 or 2, Discord made Ponyville the chaos capital of the world. Well, of Equestria, actually. And what happened to that was, well, let's just say it didn't go well. So the ponies had to embark on a dangerous quest to go through a maze, and at the very center of it, or at the very end of it, they would get their wings and horns back. Which was kinda the wrong thing to do for Discord. But he wasn't about to lose to any ponies. So he decided to twist it up a little bit. Rainbow Dash can fly, Fluttershy couldn't, and, Rarity couldn't use her magic, neither could Twilight. It was bad way all around. And the Earth Ponies didn't have, they couldn't do anything. Most of the reason I am bringing Discord up is because, he's just freaking awesome. But I think we should know what happens. He can do chaos with the stem of his claw, and I can tell you, chaos is really bad. Me being light Discord, I can probably relate to what he's doing. His power is kind of like a blackish, purplish kind of lightning bolt or twirling around it kind of magic. That's chaos magic for you. Eloquent magic, which is good magic, is, let's just say it can be different colors. It can be blue, purple, white, blue, yellow, white. It can be almost any color you want it to be. But Chrysalis, which is evil, is a green magic. Anyways, Discord can do a lot of things, which can result in something like this. Even this is messing up my eyes. I can't even explain what it's like. I mean, chaos, yes, I can understand this. This is what happens. He turned Ponyville into the capital, the chaos capital of Equestria. And let me explain why, or how. he has chaotic magic, or powers, I would say, just like his daughter Screwball. I can also make a reference here. Discord is also made into a girl, which is named Eris, and Eris has a son instead of a daughter named Screwball. Same thing. Now, here's a reference joke. Jump through a portal and you'll be sent into chaos. Did you get that? I'll tell you at the very end. Anyways, Discord is kind of like the Lord of Chaos. He's like the God of Chaos. He has so much magic. He can't even, you can't even describe to know what he does. Let me see. He kind of makes it obvious that he cannot make friends, but he did. Fluttershy reformed him, and I can probably tell you now that since Fluttershy reformed him, he kind of told everyone that he was going to use his magic for good, most of the time. Fluttershy did a pretty good job by making a friend of him and reforming him at the same time. How? Well, she's an element of kindness. Why wouldn't she? What else? She has many different things to be, in charge of. But now we talked about enough about chaos. Let's talk about what he does after he doesn't use chaos magic. That results in him fading away. Fading is much more like it. He doesn't use chaotic magic. That removes him from our reality after a certain period of time. Let me explain how. If you were to, let's just do My Little Pony references. Discord ceased to exist in the reality he was in because of the chaotic magic that he did not use. He kind of made it obvious that he didn't want to use chaotic magic because of Fluttershy coming over. That was a big mistake for him. Let me explain why. He wanted his tea party to be perfect just for Fluttershy. And when she came over, it was all spick and span. She thought something chaotic for the tea, like it would sing or something. And she thought the house would be all chaotic and stuff like that. Considering Fluttershy is Discord's wife, I can actually say that. Oh crap, what am I saying? Discord is Fluttershy's husband. Fluttershy is Discord's wife. What did I just say? Anyways, Discord is kind of the closest friend that he's had. Closest friend to Fluttershy. Discord thinks that he needs to have everything perfect for Fluttershy when she comes over for tea. When she shows up, that isn't really the best thing. Anyways, on to the story. She kind of explains that she didn't want anything to be normal. She wanted everything to be chaotic. Everything was on the ceiling. And after Discord tried to act normal for the longest time, before Fluttershy actually started to do stuff, he couldn't snap his claw to make it. He couldn't snap at all. He couldn't do that to turn back to normal. She had to physically nail the sofa and the chair and everything to the ceiling just for it to be chaotic, just like Discord, so he can be, solid again. When he was solid, he actually snapped his claw again to make it all chaotic. That's what it's all about. Also, I do not believe that he would have figured away from the reality if he, was normal for about 5 minutes. But when everything was perfect and normal in his college in the alternate dimension, he kind of made it obvious that he wanted everything perfect for Fluttershy. And apparently he thought that would ruin their friendship if they did that. Which I do not know why. That kind of messed me up a little bit, so yeah. Let me think, what else? He kind of made a great deal of he means a great deal to Fluttershy. And I think now I can end this video, but because I think I wasted most of your precious time. But there's a few words I want to say in the video, so without further ado, let's get on to that. This is my OC that I'm going to be using for the Brain Explain channel. He's not much to look at, I know, but his key mark is a dragon. You probably guessed that from, Death Dragon, my alternate person. Let me explain something about him. His key mark is a dragon because of, his real name is Professor Blueflame, or Bluefire, or however you want to say it. I haven't really picked the name out yet. But his key mark came from him being able to talk to dragons. That means he can talk to dragons that can't talk. Just like when Fluttershy talks to that dragon, or just like how Fluttershy can talk to animals, he can talk to dragons that don't really talk. And no, I don't mean Spike. I mean actual big dragons. Big, actual, scary, fiery dragons. That's what I'm meaning. What else? The most I can say about him is that he explains a lot of stuff really good. And I guess I can say that he's kind of the pony that you would expect to help you with any kind of homework that explains, or that has to be done with explaining. In fact, if you asked him to help you with the report on something, like maybe, like let's say for history, you had to do like a report on the history of, dragons, even though they're mythical, or they actually were real at one time. Anyways, if you had to do a paper on those, he would be the guy to go to. He would basically explain everything, and then you could just record your voice saying it, and you could just view it, and yeah. But yeah, he's the ultimate guy in explaining stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, punch that like button and subscribe if you're new here. As always, peace.